hit my face, had to sit and smile. Ain't nothing changed but my point of view. Still got bills, still got scars too. But I stretched my arms, felt my breath come back. Put a little music in my step like that. And waiting on love to call my phone. I've been showing up, doing this on my own. I used to pour until I ran dry. Now I sip slow, let the moment ride. I'm good to me, yeah, that's new. Talk to my heart like it's telling the truth. I don't rush my joy, I don't beg my peace. I move how I feel when I listen to me. I laugh more now, I dance on beat. I don't shrink my light just to fit a seat. I'm good to me, finally. And baby, that feel like freedom to me. I let go, needing every answer. Stop calling, pay my only teacher. Some days loud, some days chill. Either way, I honor how I feel. I wear my love like it's custom made. Tailor from truth, not what folks say. I ain't healed all the way, that's cool. Still got rhythm in my breakthrough. I don't wait to be understood. I stand in my joy, misunderstood if they should. I'm good to me, yeah, that's new. Move through the world with nothing to prove. I let my body feel the beat. I trust my time and I trust my feet. I breathe in love, I exhale fear. Ain't chasing nothing that ain't sincere. I'm good to me, finally. And baby, that feel like freedom. Hands up, I'm alive. Heart open, I survive. No pretending, no disguise. Just me shining in real time. Still growing, still learning. Still laughing, still turning. But one thing true is I can see I've been real good. Real good to me. Real good to me. Real good to me. Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the Love Palace. Welcome to a daily dose of D. Wrap yourself in satin, truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of D. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the Love Palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of D. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't chase waves, we ride them. She don't beg, she just glows.
Before you learn how to love anybody else, you gotta walk yourself home first. You gotta meet yourself in the mirror and not flinch. Sit with your own shadow until it stops feeling like an enemy. You gotta talk to your heart like somebody's trying to keep you. Self-love ain't loud, it's steady. It whispers that says you deserve better when you're used to settling. It's the quiet rebellion of choosing yourself in a world that keeps trying to put you last. So today, we're not running from ourselves. Today, we stepping into our arms and hugging ourselves real tight. Welcome to Daily Dose of Beauty, where we're going to talk about self love. Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, depending on what time of day you're watching Daily Dose of D. I am your host, Goddess Dear Love. How's everybody feeling today? We have made it to Friday. We have made it to Friday. Are y'all happy that we made it to Friday? I am. We are already back at the weekend. Let's give ourselves an applause for Friday, okay? Some people call it Friday. Some say TGIF. But today, here at Daily Dose of D, it's feeling fabulous Friday because I want you to feel fabulous today. Because you know, this week, I sort of set up a blueprint. If you haven't watched Daily Dose of D, or if you have, I set up a blueprint to lead it. It had all a meaning this week. We start with off Monday with being stagnant. Talked about how being stagnant is not good for you and how you can learn to not be stagnant. And then on Tuesday, we started talking about motion, how we can get into motion and get to going and moving and grooving, right? Y'all remember that? And then we release. We talked about how we were going to release the things that are not good in our life and releasing to make a better you. And with that releasing, yesterday we elevated. We learned how to elevate not only others, but ourselves. So today, right here, today at Daily Dose of D, we're going to talk about self-love. It led us all the way to self-love. So with that being said, today on this Feeling Fabulous Friday, the word of the day is self-love. Regard for one's own well-being and happiness. And let's not forget the quote of the day. When I love myself enough, I begin leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. My judgment called it disloyal. Now I see it as self-loving by Kim McNick. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our title, our subject for today. Okay, so our title for today is Self-Love, the Real Glow Up. Okay, the real glow up. So, family, like I said, we sort of build up to today. So, we're diving deep into the blueprint of the love palace, or what we gonna say, your palace, okay? Your temple, yourself. You know, that's the internal sanctuary where you're supposed to feel like royalty. But sometimes it feels like foundation is cracking. We're talking about self-love, but not the surface level. This is treat yourself kind. We're going for the soul deep restoration. We're talking about the real definition. Self-love means having a genuine appreciation, respect, and acceptance for yourself. It's your mind, body, spirit, the whole package, y'all. The word comes from the Old English self, meaning one's own person. And love from the Old English, lupa, meaning deep affection and care. And y'all know that's what God's D is all about here at the Love Palace, right? So really, self-love at its fruit means having deep care for your own existence. Not arrogance, not that big ego, not I don't need anybody. It's I need me first. Even back in the day, people practiced self-love without calling it. Think about Harriet Tubman, chasing freedom over fear. Did y'all know that was self-love? Think James Brown singing, say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. That was cultural self-love. And today we have artists like Lizzo telling everybody to embrace their body that they're in. You feel me? And then you have SZA reminding you you're special. It's like me saying, yeah, I'm feeling myself like you have to yourself. Okay? That's the energy that we're going to tap in to right now here at Daily Destiny. So, self-love has very different layers, family. It looks like emotional honesty, where you stop pretending you're okay when you're not. Let me get this part again. Self-love looks like emotional honesty, when you're being honest with yourself, when you stop pretending you're okay when you're not. It looks like physical care, not because you're trying to look like somebody else, but because you respect the vessel carrying your very self. It looks like boundaries that don't bend because somebody cute or persistent. It's mental discipline, not letting your thoughts run wild like an untrained dog. It's spiritual alignment too, knowing you're not random, you're intentional. And in your palace, in your love palace, in your body, in your house, self-love is when you stop letting folks play in your face. It's that, nah, I'm good energy. It's the moment you realize the bare minimum is actually an insult. So stop letting people play in your face because you love you love yourself. You feel me? All right. I want you to hold tight. I'm going to need you to sip some water because I'm about to go sip some water or whatever beverage that you have. Stretch your back. Check out how you're looking in the mirror. Check your spirit. And I'll be right back right after this break. Don't leave because this next part, you're going to feel this next part right after this message.
The simplest definition of self-love. Letting all parts of yourself live. It's easy buying yourself flowers. It's easy taking yourself out on a date. We all have parts of ourselves that we wish we could change. But it's the acknowledging that those parts of ourselves deserve to exist because that's part of what makes us whole. When you're in a healthy relationship, yes, you hold your partner accountable, but you show your love by embracing them for who they are and giving them a comfortable enough space to authentically be themselves. So why should it be any different when it comes to loving yourself?
Let's move it out now. Big relentless up in this. It's big mouthpiece. Oh, you ain't know. That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, brother. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black, but you a racist? Come on, brother. She sleeping with a twin husband, see this taste. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, brother. It's time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, part 3. It's time to take it back. Come on, it's time to the emergency. Time to get moving with urgency. Big mouthpiece back to get this shit sold up like surgery. Shout out to DJ King Miller and all those that work at the clergy. Can't waste no time, we better do it in a hurry. Set a date at 9 or probably even 9:30. Why they so quick to talk down but slow to show love to me? Quick to eat off the table but won't plan to want something for me. I gave them my open arms, now they acting like they don't know me. I needed some direction, that's when Queen Money Tide told me. Focus on the bag, all that nonsense is below me. So turn me up, don't be shady, press that like up for me. Hey, you can't look down on the brother I used to swipe from the corner store, cause I was hungry. Instead of respecting my grind, how you go throw shade on me? Big brother hate my guts, tryna chop off my feet, but I am not Toby. Haters be praying on my downfall, but be acting like we homies. That hang up, that's the hatred. Come on, bro. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, bro. How you black but you a racist? Come on, bro. She sleeping with her twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister. Time I take it back to that king queen shit. Come on, sister.
Welcome back, Love Talent family. Make sure you tune in tomorrow to my COC family. Big Mouthpiece, he be doing his thing on Saturday afternoon. There has been a time change, but you know, if you've already subscribed, you will know that. But if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. And then hit the notification button because he does come on Saturday afternoon. And you know, he got some self-love going on because you know what he got for y'all? On Mondays, he has mental health Mondays as well. So make sure you tune in to Big Mouthpiece, okay? So I hope everybody went and got you some water or drink or beverage and was hydrated, got grounded, and ready. Because now we're going to move into the good stuff here, y'all. So a lot of people think the strongest form of self-love is self-care. Bubble baths, buying new shoes, going shopping, going to the nail salon. And that's nice too. That's nice, right? That's nice. But real talk, the strongest form is self-discipline. It's the gatekeeper of you. Self-discipline looks like saying no to things that feel good right now but hurt you later. It's choosing to work out when you're tired or finishing that project instead of scrolling. It's considered the highest form because it's a promise you keep to yourself. When you have discipline, you're telling your subconscious, I'm worth the effort it takes to grow. It's the ultimate way to protect your throne. A lot of people think it's confidence or self-esteem. These are good too, but discipline is the really heavyweight check. Discipline is when you tell yourself no, like I said, in the present, so you can tell yourself yes in the future. It's the version of you that shows up even when you don't feel like it. It's sacrifice, it's structure, it's intention. When you love yourself deeply, you don't let yourself stay stuck or stagnant. You don't let yourself keep bad habits you release. You don't let yourself waste potential. You start moving. Discipline is the highest form because it protects every form of love. Without it, your self-love has no foundation. Think about it. Eat better. That's discipline, right? When you leave that situationship, y'all hear me. When you leave that situationship that keeps draining you, that's discipline. And when you stop blowing money on things you don't need and start stacking for the future, that's discipline. Discipline is self-love in action. Let me say that again. Discipline is self-love in action. So let's be honest. A lot of us weren't taught how to love ourselves because the world raised us on comparison and competition. Some people grew up hearing everything that was wrong about them, but nothing that was right. Some people watched their parents struggle with self worth and inherited that broken mirror. Then life happens as well. You have heartbreak, you have betrayal, you have failure, you have criticism, and slowly you start believing lies about your value. You see, let me put this in daily dose of terms. Sometimes folks lose self love because life dragged them through the street and stepped on their confidence and left them to rebuild from scratch. You can tell someone's in despair when they constantly seek external validation. How do I look? Is this okay? What do you think about this? Am I okay? What's going on? So seek external validation. They have zero boundaries or speak to themselves in a way they never speak to a friend. Self love is difficult because we're literally wired for survival, not necessary for inner peace. Our brains are designed to look for threats, and often we start seeing our own flaws as the biggest threat of all. Okay, so what are some ways where you can see if someone doesn't love themselves or you're not loving yourself? You can always tell when somebody's tank is empty. It's not always obvious at first. Let me just be real. It's not always obvious at first because people hide their wounds behind jokes, achievement, makeup, muscle, designer outfits, and this is the most important one, the I'm good response. But if you slow down and really look, you see it. A person who doesn't love themselves moves through the world like they're asking for permission to exist. Their shoulders are slumped, their voice drops, their opinions shrink. They walk around apologizing like breathing is an inconvenience. They cling to people who treat them halfway decent because they think this is as good as it gets for me. And sometimes they'll brag about loyalty when really they're just scared to be alone. Let me say that one again. And sometimes they go about bragging about loyalty when they're really scared to be alone. You see, you see it in relationships too, right? Somebody who loves self-love always ends up in situations. Y'all hear me? You see it in relations too. That someone who lacks self-love always ends up in situationships they have no business being in. That deserved that right there. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. They tolerate disrespect. They overgive and they prioritize people who don't prioritize them back. And they tell themselves it's love when it's really fear dressed up as devotion. Did y'all hear that? People, I got to say it again because the Spirit says, say this again. Someone who lacks love ends up in situations that they have no business being in. They tolerate disrespect, they overgive, They prioritize people and that don't give it back. And they tell themselves that it's love when it's really fear dressed up as devotion. You even see it in the grind. They work themselves into exhaustion because they believe their value has to be earned and not inherent. They say yes to everything because they're afraid saying no will make people leave. They accept crumbs from friendships because they don't think they deserve the full meal. And the loud ones, them loud ones, the ones who always need attention, validation, applause, they're often the ones hurting the most. They like that look at me energy. I'm right here, or nah, or loud, even if sometimes a cry for somebody. It's a cry for somebody tell me I'm now. Let me say this to you. When someone doesn't love themselves, you can't see it in the way they treat their time. You can see it in the way they treat their time, their body, their boundaries, and their dreams. The spirit looks malnourished. So, why is it so difficult for people to have self-love, right? We just discussed what it looks like. Why is it difficult? Why do people find it so hard to love themselves? Self-love is hard because it forces you to confront truth you spent years avoiding. Let me say that again. Self-love is hard because it forces you to confront truth you spent years avoiding. You can't fake self-love. Mm-mm. You either have it in you have it in you, or you're building it. And building it requires emotional surgery. You got to cut out the beliefs that never belong to you. The words someone spoke over you when you were too young to know better. The lies you absorbed because life feels humbled too early. It's difficult because self-love isn't glamorous. It isn't treat yourself days, retail therapy, or grunt selfie. It's growth. And you know what? Say this all the time. Growth is uncomfortable as hell. Growth makes you admit you stayed where you shouldn't have stayed. Growth makes you leave people you thought you couldn't live without. It makes you change habits that felt safe even though they were destroying. And let me be real. The world profits off of your insecurity. Insecurity sells makeup, clothes, surgeries, lifestyles, and relationships. Confidence, confidence is free. And that's why nobody advertises it. Let me say that again. Confidence, feeling good and knowing you good and you looking good no matter what people think and how they feel, it's free. And that's why nobody advertises it. Self-love is difficult because it requires sitting your butt down and being still. And most people don't want to sit with themselves. They don't want to hear the voice beneath the noise. They don't want to face the version of themselves they've abandoned. So it's easier to run, but running never heals you. It just exhausts you. Think about that. Then. So, all right, let's go ahead and take it a deep. I think we need to take a deep breath right now. Do y'all think? Let's take us a self-love deep breath. Because I know that was a lot. And I know some of y'all felt that, like I felt that deep right here in my chest. So go ahead and stretch again, grab your drink, take a sip, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here at Daily Dose of D right after this one.
Self-discipline is the definition of self-love. When you say that you love yourself, that means that you have behavior towards yourself that is loving. You forego immediate pleasure for the exchange of long-term self-respect. Self-discipline is self-love. If you want to be happy, you have to love yourself, which means you have to discipline your behavior. The road to sustained happiness is through disciplining your behavior.
Body butter, shea, and sage, washing off yesterday's weight, spilling the steam, peace in the flame.
Hello, everybody. We are at the portion of the show where I do the product of the day. The product of the day today is from Shamaka Essentials. And today we're doing the actual heavy leg topical oil. So yesterday I showed you the tea that Holistic Royalty has for this. So this goes along with it. This is actually the topical oil. Okay, so this is good for your lymphatic system and for inflammation. That's what I use it for. So it contains olive oil, areccia, grapeseed, rosemary, peppermint, calendula, castor oil, cypress, lavender, and lemongrass. So you just open it right up. This is my personal one. So open it right up. I usually put it on my knees and my hands for rheumatoid arthritis. So all you see is all natural products from the earth, crafted by Shamaka Essential. So go ahead and go over to the website and you can get the tea, the Walk It Off Heavy Legs tea that I showed yesterday, and the topical oil, and check out all the other things that they have as well. There's a lot of medicinal, natural products over there. So as I'm going to always say, go to www.shamakaessentials.com. And if you're in the South, you can get this product from Holistic Royalty by Kels as well. So tap into Shamaka Essentials, get them heavy legs, get them legs moving, get that inflammation down, and get you some heavy legs topical oil by Shamaka Essentials. Welcome back, family. Welcome back. I hope you shook off some of that tension. I hope I didn't scare anybody away. I hope you might have grabbed a snack or a sip of something and came back ready, because let's keep building on this self-love journey together. So let me tell y'all about this self-love thing. Did you know that there are 3 C's of self-love? Did y'all know that? Let me tell you what those are: compassion, courage, and consistency. You could call that the Holy Trinity of your inner growth. And They hit different when you break them down. Let's go ahead and do that. Compassion. Let's go ahead and talk about compassion, y'all. Compassion means you stop bullying yourself. You stop beating yourself up for things you didn't know back then. You stop dragging your past into your present life like it's a punishment. Compassion is when you talk to yourself the way you would talk to somebody you genuinely love. Gently, patient, and honest. It's self-respect disguised as soft. So let's go on to the second C. That's going to be that courage. And you know I had a whole lot about courage, right? So courage is where most people tap out when it comes to yourself. Because courage means you're willing to see the truth, even when it stings and it hurts. It takes courage to say, I'm the reason I'm stuck. It takes courage to walk away from history when your heart wants you to stay. Courage is messy, sweaty, a shaky self-love. It's the call you make when that voice cracks. Okay? So let's get into consistency, the final C. Consistency is what makes everything real. Okay? Anybody can love themselves on a good day, especially on Feeling Fabulous Friday, right? That's easy. But loving yourself on the days you feel worthless, whew, that takes skill. That takes mastery. That's when the three C's gonna merge into the lifestyle, okay? Together, the three C's move from survival mode to self-respect mode, from chaos to clarity, from I guess energy to I know my worth energy. It's like the three amigos. Each one is powerful, but as a group, they're unstoppable. Self-love, it doesn't operate alone. It's a part of a whole ecosystem inside you. Self-awareness is internal GPS. It helps you recognize your patterns, triggers, strengths, and needs. Without awareness, you repeat cycles and call it fate. Self-worth is your internal price tag. It's what you believe you deserve, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. When you don't know your worth, you bargain away your life piece by piece. Self-respect is your internal security system. It protects your boundaries, time, dignity, and your peace. It's the voice that says, I'm not doing that, even if it costs you something or someone. Self-love is the caretaker. It nurtures you. It's going to restore you. It teaches you how to treat yourself. Together, they form a whole person. You need all four because when one suffers, the others weaken. But when one strengthens, the others rise with it, like a synchronized shift in your whole spirit. tell y'all a secret. Did you know that self-love has a secret? Did y'all know that self-love has a secret? You want to know what the secret sauce is? The hidden part that should be in your own love palace, in your temple, it's acceptance. Mhm. The secret is realizing you don't have to become someone else to be worthy. You just have to stop fighting the person you already are. Yes, the real secret of self love is that it's less about liking yourself and more about choosing yourself daily, intentionally, and relentlessly. You don't have to feel confident to practice self love. You don't even have to believe in yourself yet. You just have to start treating yourself like someone who matters and feeling, and that feeling is going to follow. The secret is micro movement, little baby steps, small choices that stack. Drinking water instead of gossiping. You should. Some of y'all should try that. Going to bed instead of scrolling. Saying no without writing an essay. Talking kindly to yourself, even when the voice in your head wants to sleep. Self love is built in the mundane. It's built in routines, choices, and boundaries that affirm your worth. You don't find self love by accident, you cultivate it like you would a garden. And the seeds, baby, are action. So hold up. Before we go any further, I need you to pause and sit with that. Self love being a choice. Yeah, that one hits different. So take a break, refill your cup if you need to, literally and spiritually. And we'll be right back to conclude Daily Dose of D right after this.
Have you ever wondered what the real secret to self-love is? We hear about bubble baths and affirmations, and those are great, but the true key goes much deeper. It's about self-acceptance, not just accepting the parts of you that you're proud of, but embracing the messy parts too. The moments you weren't your best, the quirks you think are weird, the flaws you try to hide. That's where authentic self-love is born. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I see all of you, and all of you is worthy of love and respect. It's not about being perfect, it's about being whole. When you stop fighting with yourself and start accepting yourself, you unlock a powerful sense of peace and confidence. That's the foundation for everything else. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, give it a like and
Welcome back, y'all. Sorry about that. Had that little cough come upon me, y'all. But welcome back to Daily Dose of D. I hope you went and refilled your cup or did whatever you have to do and came back with a nice, clear mind because we're going to keep this going and we're going to close it out in a minute. But we're going to get to the juicy part of this. Okay, this is the juicy part. This is the part right here. Excuse me. I want to talk about and offer how to rewire our brain to love ourselves. Okay? Gotta see, I'm going to offer some things to you today. Because, your brain, your brain has love patterns. If you feed it negativity for years, it's going to default automatically back to that. But the brain is rewritable. You can install new thoughts, new beliefs, new happiness. And the trick is repetition. So, what I need you to do, may I offer, catch the disrespectful thoughts. Go ahead and interrupt them and start replacing them with good things. Treat your mind like that friend who stays dramatic, calm them down, and redirect it. You can rewire your brain through gratitude, affirmations, meditation. You might even have to go to therapy. Journal, write your thoughts down on paper. Those are small daily wins. Even something as simple as making your bed tells your brain we're taking care of ourselves today. Did you hear me? Did y'all hear me, Love Palace family? Even something simple as just making your bed tells you that you're taking care of yourself. If your brain feels stuck in a loop of self-hate, may I offer you rewire that today. We can do this through neuroplasticity. You can start by practicing mirror work, looking yourself in the eyes and stating a truth about your work until it feels less like a lie. Another exercise is boundary auditing, where you list who is allowed in your palace, in your space, okay, in your area, and who has been stealing the furniture from your place, the happiness from your place, okay? Past examples of people that did this was like Maya Angelou, my favorite. She moved through the world with unshakable sense of self. We have present examples like the athlete Simone Biles, who chose mental health over a gold medal. Over a gold medal. That right there to me is top tier protection, palace protection, because this is your palace, okay? You can also rewire the environment. This one is important. This is so important. Surround yourself with people who talk to you like you. Listen to music that uplifts you. Watch content that feeds your confidence. And don't underestimate silence. Silence keeps you helps you hear the truth beneath the noise. Sometimes your brain just needs you to stop running so it can catch up and heal. I'm talking to myself. I had to do this, y'all. If your brain, like I said, feels stuck in the loop of self-hate, I'm offering you today to go ahead, rewire it, and start putting in new thoughts. There's a version of you that has been waiting years to be chosen. A version that's patient, loyal, soft, brave, brilliant, sensitive, resilient, and divine. I'm just to get back on this comfy couch because it is about self-love, right? You see, I got my margarita, I got my lavish life going on. I'm showing myself some self-love today. So I wanna have this closing remarks with you. You get comfortable, get your beverage. You should get you some lavish life if you don't have that too. That's gonna relax you and make you feel good too. Shameless plug for Shamaki Simple. But let's get comfortable while I say these things to you, okay? Excuse me. The version that has watched you pour into everybody else, like you were born to serve empty cups. There's a version that has watched you cry in your room, in bathrooms. You bite your tongue in rooms where your voice deserves to echo, and you carry weights that weren't yours to lift in the beginning. But that version, that deep, wiser future you, is standing at the door of your becoming, and it's saying, baby, it's time. It's time to stop shrinking, time to stop settling, time to stop explaining why you deserve love, especially to people who can't even love themselves. It's time to stop rehearsing your pain like it's your favorite story. It is time to stop waiting on apologies that are never gonna come. It's time to stop giving discounts on a soul that is full price. Let me tell y'all something. You are not a rough draft. You are not an afterthought. You are not broken merchandise. You are a miracle walking in human skin. So tonight, love yourself in places you once abandoned. Love yourself in them childhood wounds. Love yourself in the heartbreaks. Love yourself in the insecurities you never admitted out loud. Love yourself until your spirit recognizes its own voice again. Because self-love is not an act, baby. It's a revolution. And baby, today you start that uprising. Welcome home to yourself. Yes. I hope that everybody is feeling fabulous on this Feeling Fabulous Friday. It's about self-love, y'all. Love yourself. You cannot display love to anybody else on the outside if you don't love yourself. If you don't love yourself, let me be real with you. You're not loving your kids. You're not loving your significant other. You're not loving your friends. You're doing fake love. Mhm. Because you know why? Love yourself. And don't sit there and be like, I love people more than I love yourself. I just showing love to others. No, that's not how it works, baby. That's not how it works. What you are and who you be and who you love is what you put out, period. So if you're not loving yourself, if you're putting yourself down, if you're talking bad about yourself, if you're not healing yourself, if you're not physically taking care of yourself, you're putting all that out to the universe. You're putting all that out, even if you think you're not. So take the time take the time today, start today to love yourself. Look in the mirror and have confidence, baby. I don't care. You know what? I know somebody that likes it. And you know who it is? Me. So, thank you for coming to the Love Place on this feeling fabulous Friday. Go feel fabulous today. Start loving yourself today. Thank you for coming to the Love Palace. Peace and love to everybody. Have a fabulous weekend. Go do something for yourself that makes you feel good and happy, okay? Go do that. Shout out to the replay game. I appreciate you all. Shout out to the network. Hey, y'all. If y'all didn't get a chance to go to Talk Media, today he played all of the network songs. So if you're not familiar with the network music, go over there and give him some replay time because he played all of the network songs. It was wonderful. So shout out to the network and especially shout out to the COC. I love you guys all. Man, I truly do. I really love you all. You know why I love y'all? Because I love myself. Okay? Once again, peace and love. Have a safe weekend. And I'll see you real soon.
We have to learn how to love ourselves, put ourselves on the pedestal. Until you can do that, you cannot embrace or love anybody else. Until you can love yourself. That's what the Good Morning Gorgeous album was about. I was here for that. And that's when I found myself. What you say about yourself and what you believe about yourself is more effective than what anyone else could say or think about you. And that changed my life. And I began to speak positive things to myself before I go to the gym. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, amazing. You know, whatever it is, I need it. And so I say speak positivity over yourself. It's continue to work. I'm still a work in progress. And continue to speak positive things over yourself. What you think is what you're going to be.
Every soul shining underneath the moon. No race, no rival, just love we know. COC moving in a sacred flow. Every breath, every touch, every sound lifts us higher when the love comes around. Guide us slow, COC together, that's how we grow. No fear, no pressure, just truth we show. Love is the rhythm in the flow. Soft words spoken, healing. She don't just love, she heals and keeps. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of peace. In the land is free. In the love palace, ships dock even here. Yeah, we guide the tide. God is deep. Whispering back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, D is daily, D is love. A daily dose of